Coach Mean Green, and I'm on the scene with the Gangsta Lean. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. I'm sorry yesterday I wasn't able to go live. I had we had mandatory fun at work. What that is once a week, once a month. I mean, the whole team gets together and we have lunch together. And we've nicknamed it mandatory fun because it's not mandatory, but it's mandatory. You know what I mean? So we like, okay, so it's mandatory fun because, child, do we really want to be at lunch together? And then like you have to be in the office on that day. Everybody has to be in and all of that. So we've nicknamed it mandatory fun. So that's what I was doing yesterday. Hey, Aslin, my gal. What's up? What is good? I know you are having a fabulous life right now. New love, it is a beautiful thing. I really am happy for you. Like when I see your posts, I'm like, aw, woo, 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 woo. And now you've moved. Congratulations, girl. I was like, okay. Hi, Fired or Dr. Ninja. Which one do you want to be called? Is it Dr. Ninja Turtle? I see you've been engaging with my content. I appreciate that. I really enjoy your content as well. I really like learning about real estate because that's something that I want to get more into. My hubby and I, we purchased our first home a few years back now, but we want this home that we're living in now to be our rental property, and then we want to like purchase some more properties. So I really love learning more and seeing the process. I really like that. So thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the other thing, Aslan, I wanted to say to you, I don't know if I said this in a comment. I don't know. Sometimes in my head I say stuff, but I don't know if I actually type it. But what I was thinking is like, you were like, I'm going to stop sharing some of my stuff, and I had to private. I be watching y'all content for real. And you was like, I had to private some of my, like, you had to make some of your accounts private because people were making comments. Listen, child. People are haters, okay? As long as you're happy, as long as you two know what you guys have, then that's it. Like, don't worry about anybody else. Benlina, yes, I'm live and in living color. I go live every day at lunchtime, unless something else comes up. You know I'm very, very consistent. So if I say I'm gonna be live at lunch, I'm gonna be live at lunch. Guys, I see that there's 22 people here. Can you please, for me, like the live, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get the live to 22 likes. If you haven't hit the live, please hit it. Hi, lovely Raju. Did you hit live? Did you hit the thumbs up button? I said hi, baby. What's up, baby? If I'm your baby, bless me with some cash in my hand. Hit that money sign and bless my chat with a super chat or something. You calling me baby and everything. Oh, you left now. You gone. You saying love from India. Show me some real love. I need some cash. I'm trying to buy a DJI camera. You know? Oh, I don't care. You can spam the chat with love, but spam my super chat with love too. So anyway, back to Aslan, as I was saying. As long as you two know what you have, and as long as you two like focus on your relationship and don't focus on what anybody else says, because at the end of the day, it's the two of you, and you have to build your relationship. He said, first show your, oh, you know my husband is in the chat, right? That's all I'm going to say, lovely Raju. My husband is in the chat. Hello, Miss Open. What's good? How are you? Happy Friday. Woo! Oh, Aslan, thank you so much. You see, lovely Raju, that's all you got to do. Hit me up. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. What? I'm reading two things at once. I'm saying appreciate it, and then Dr. Ninja Turtle just said I am back, and I was reading that, so it came out appreciate back. The 46 be acting up, y'all. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I still can't believe, guys, that I'm actually, well, okay, let me process. I can't believe that I am monetized, but then at the same time, I can believe because I've been working hard. I've been staying really consistent. And I understand that if you stay consistent with something and you put in the work and you put out quality content, or like with my fitness classes, I put out quality workouts, the success will come. The success will come. So I want to say that to you as well. And you put that in with anything in your life, anything you want to do. If you focus on it, if you put quality into it, then you will succeed. Whether that be your relationship, prioritize your relationship, prioritize your love. Don't take it for granted. Like, really tune in with each other, support each other, be a partnership with each other. Whether it be a career goal that you have, pour into that career. Take classes on the side, really build your skills. If it be YouTube, build your content. Don't focus on the numbers. Focus on building your content. Focus on building your presence in front of the camera. Focus on that. Don't tune out everything else. Tune out the competition. Tune out other people. Tune out people that might start hating on you. All of that. Like, tune all of that out and just focus on your content. Focus on your quality content. And that's it. That is it. It is. Oh, thank you, Dr. Ninja Turtle. I've been working really hard on my workouts for, I started doing my live Zoom workouts back in 2020 during the pandemic. And I've been doing them consistently every week since that time. So I've perfected doing quality workouts where you can work out at home. All you gotta do is log in. That's it. If you want to change your body, you can tone it up, shape it up right at home. And I work out with you. So I thank you for that, because that means a lot, because I put in work on that too. Aslan said, yes, it's inspiring me to get back to it. Yes, I'm just not clear which direction I want to go in right now with my channel, but I'm missing the community and creating. So Aslan, what I personally, I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like you have a wonderful personality. You are so like positive. You have this energy that shines from within, like a bubbly energy. Like, even when negative things happen, I feel like you will look at the positive side of it, and you like to protect your peace. I know that they say that we should have like a niche. So technically my niche is fitness, but if you guys notice, I'll throw in other life stuff in there as well, because we're not just one thing. So I think your channel should just be about you. But maybe you don't want to do that because, like you said, you're trying to protect your relationship. And I get it, because it's a new relationship. And when the relationship is new, you guys have to like build each other up, and you have to like work on the foundation. So I get that. But maybe like just kind of talk about like positivity and stuff, like, I don't know, something along those lines. Aslan said, I miss y'all too, for real. Oh, because Dr. Fire, and I'll keep saying Fire, Lord have his mercy. Dr. Ninja Turtle said, we miss Aslan. She is wonderful. Like, I really love her spirit. Like, I really, really, really do. Dr. Ninja Turtle said, they motivate me. You mean the workouts? That's the goal. I love to hear it. Like, even if you see me and you're like, oh, let me go work out because I know Coach did. That's my purpose. Like, I know that is why I'm here. I'm here to promote health, wellness in a real way. Like, you can do it. Like, no one is better than you. No one is more powerful than you are. You can do it. Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm here for. So I'm glad that does motivate you. Miss Open said, do you allow teenagers to join? My daughter is pre-diabetic and she needs some motivation to work out and eat properly. Definitely. I encourage all people to join, men, older men, younger men, women, babies, teenagers, anyone. Like I've had people as young as 16 and as old as 70 in my classes. So anyone can join. And what I would encourage you to do is you sign up for you and then have your daughter work out with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that way she won't feel like, oh, all these old people in class. Aslan said, yes, that's what it's like now, my self-growth and development, but I'm wanting to create something different. I'm gonna work through it. It's still processing. Okay, take your time and process. Maybe in the meantime, you can just kind of go live and just like interact with your community and not really have like a niche, but that way you're keeping your channel going. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of like not doing anything on your channel, like just go live and just talk to the people and be like, I'm still here, y'all. You know what I mean? Dr. Ninja Turtle said, yes, I am motivated to improve my life in all areas. Amen. 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 I love to hear it. I am excited to see your growth. I'm excited for you. And the thing, hi, Elevated. Hi, Tanika. Hi, guys. Tanika said, I will be coming to another class soon, coach. Oh, I can't wait. I love when you come to class. I really do. Aslan said, yes, that's a great idea. I'll talk to my YouTube. Sorry, guys. Duncan, sponsor me. Sorry. Something is, I don't know what that was. Yes, that's a great idea. I'll talk to my YouTube family as I figure it out. Yes. Keep the engagement going. And what you'll find out, Aslan, is that when you do that, you're going to be inspired. You're going to be inspired to continue. Like, something is going to get sparked. Like with you going live. Or you might end up being a live channel where you just do daily lives. Because let me tell you something. You can get some great watch hours doing lives. Just a sidebar. And then, you get to build community and like talk to the people that are watching and supporting your channel. You know what I mean? So yes, guys, I enjoy Duncan. Hi, Gag 69 Edits. Welcome. Yes, E, all you want. Can you say hello to everyone in the chat too? That would be nice. Hi, how you doing? Yes, so the workouts, guys, like, I talk about them a lot because I believe in self-promotion, 1. 2, the classes are like a life changer. Babe, leave him. Let him rock out because engagement, as long as they don't get too crazy, let them rock out. If you get crazy, then 86 them. Okay. But yes, so the classes, right? That's what I was talking about. So yeah. You got to promote yourself. So if you guys have a business venture, something that you want to do, you have a business venture, something that you want to do, promote it. Like, you can't be shy. Some people might get annoyed by it. I know I annoyed some people because I'm always talking about my workouts and stuff like that, but you can't be concerned with that. The people that are supposed to come will come to the class or come to whatever your business venture is. But if you don't believe in you, who will? Amen? If you don't believe in you, who will? So same thing with your YouTube channel. If you don't believe in you, if you don't believe in your YouTube channel, who will? We all started YouTube maybe for different reasons, but at the end of the day, the real goal is you would like to have residual income from your YouTube channel. You would like to be, who doesn't want residual income? Who doesn't want to be paid for the work that they put in? Hello, somebody. So there's nothing wrong with saying that. And it doesn't mean that you're not authentic. It doesn't mean that you're not showing up as yourself on the platform, but at the same time, You want to be compensated for the work that you put in. So promote it. Promote yourself. Promote yourself. Believe in yourself. Show up. Show up like you belong there. Show up. Stand up tall, honey. Roll your shoulders back. Head high. Because you belong. You belong just alongside anybody that has 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter how many subscribers they got. Hello? Because you will get there. Wherever you want to be. Whatever your goal is. You can get there. But it takes you believing that you will. And that's the way I live life. Like, I might not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I was. Right? Because we started at 0. And that's, I talk a lot about YouTube. I'm saying this because I have people that aren't content creators and I don't want them to feel like left out. But what I'm talking about applies to any area of your life. You don't have to be a content creator to apply what I'm saying. Like, I was watching, what was her name? And it's on my phone, so I can't look it up. Let me see if I can dig in on the 46-year-old brain and remember this lady name. Total blank. Oh, Lord. Let me see if I can find it on here. I have my work computer here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I want to say her channel name because she was talking about, she's a weight loss channel. What was her? A total blank. Does this happen to you guys? Don't tell me I'm a lone man. It says home. Okay, let me go to history. Maybe I could put, because I was watching her vlog like earlier. Well, it wasn't really a vlog. She was just kind of talking. Oh, Miss Muffet. So guys, if you're not subscribed to her, this is a good channel to subscribe to because she's brand new to YouTube. And she has about 79 followers right now. She's one of us. She's a black lady of a certain age. I think she's in her 40s. And she started her YouTube journey and her weight loss journey. And right now, she's struggling with what happens when you're on a weight loss journey, right? So she's been eating better. She's been working out for a while. She's been doing like walks, I think daily walks or no, I think she said she walks 4 to 5 times a week, right? And she's changed her diet. She's being more intentional with what she's eating. Hi, Solomon. She's being more intentional with what she's eating. Right now, Solomon, I'm talking about a new content creator. Her name is Miss Muffet. Guys, if you go over and subscribe to her channel, just say that I sent you, that you're here because Coach Meereen was talking about you in her live. Do that because I want to connect with her. I've commented on a few of her posts, but I don't think she's connected to a community yet, and I'm not sure if she like is into that yet, like knows that you should connect to a community, but she has really good content. But anyway, so she's been walking, she's being intentional with her diet, and she hasn't lost any weight. Like, she's still the same weight she was when she started, and she was just expressing her frustration. Her name is Miss Miss Muffet. Like, remember Miss Muffet sat on something eating her curds and whey? Remember that? Do you guys remember that poem? But anyway, her name is Miss Muffet. Let me see. Can I go on to my own live and comment? Child. So she was talking about that. She was talking about how frustrating it is. And I sent her like a message. Well, I commented under her. Thank you, Aslyn. I commented on her video and I was like, that's frustrating. It's very frustrating when you're on a weight loss journey and the scale doesn't move, okay? The scale does not move. It is so frustrating. What? And you're like, why isn't it moving? And then what we tend to do is we stop. We stop working out. We stop eating right. But what I liked what she said at the end. She was like, I'm not going to stop. And that's the answer. Don't stop. Because if you stop, all you're going to do is gain weight. You're at least now that you're eating better and you're working out, the scale is staying the same. If you stop doing those things, the scale is going to go. It's going to move. The scale move, all right. It's going to move up. We don't want that. So if you stay continue what you're doing and kind of adjust it. Maybe you think you're eating healthy, but you could eat a little differently. Not, maybe you're not eating at what you should eat to help your body lose weight, or maybe you need to rev up or change your workouts, but don't quit. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing you can apply to your weight loss journey. Same thing you can apply if you're trying to work on your credit. Same thing you can apply for anything and across all areas of life. That's what you can apply. Like, don't quit. Try something else, right? Shift your focus a little bit. So like what we was talking about with your channel, Aslin, like, yes, you're trying to figure out the direction of your channel, but in the meantime, between time, holler at your people on live. So I remember. Okay, you guys. Oh, I was gonna put it in. Oh, Solomon. That's who I wanted to talk to. Solomon, I watched your video earlier. I didn't get to comment because I was like working, so I couldn't comment. But I didn't. Okay, so what you were saying. So let me do a backstory, guys. Let me say hi to everybody first, and then hopefully I remember and get back to you, Solomon. Please hold. Hi, Miss Do It Yourself, my girl DIY in the building. Let me tell you something, Miss DIY. I find you to be such a beautiful lady. Like your skin complexion, your smile, and then that accent, Nola. I can't, baby. I can't do it, but oh, I love it. Hi, Trish. So, okay. Solomon. So first, this is the backstory what I'm going to say to Solomon. I posted a video today. You guys know I do daily posts, daily videos. So the video I posted today is about domestic violence. The reason why I did that video is based on what's going on with the comment sections under all of these videos about the Diddy situation and what people's reaction to domestic violence has been. And I wanted to do like a public service announcement, kind of, because we have incorrect messaging about domestic violence. And in the Black community, Black women, homicides for Black women, 51% of the homicides of Black women are domestic violence related. 51% are domestic violence related, meaning if a Black woman is killed, it's likely at the hands of her lover or someone that she just ended a relationship with and was in a domestic violence situation. So this is an epidemic in our community. It's an issue, it's a problem. So saying that and then hearing the attitudes about domestic violence and how people are like, well, why didn't she just leave? When I hear that, I cringe. Because in my former job, guys, I could do a whole, and I am. That's going to be my, a lot of my membership content. I'm going to really delve into those types of issues over there on that side. There's so many things that we need to learn. And domestic violence, guys, it's a serious topic. And we have to be careful with the messaging. Like, even if whatever you believe about the Diddy situation, that's not important. It's not important, did he do it? Did she do it? Did they freak off together? And who cares? The bottom line is those messages about domestic violence. Who's watching that stuff? Us. We are very invested in what's not, I'm saying collective us. So if you yourself are not watching, just follow me. We are collectively, as a community, as a Black and brown community, are invested because most of us grew up with Diddy music on, right? Biggie, everybody, all of it. His hand is in so much. Like he was in everything. Like he was very popular in the 90s. And if you're my age or around my age or even a little older, you also, there's a Diddy song. There's a song that has Diddy on it that you listen to. And we grew up with this. So, of course, we're going to be invested. And then the messaging about domestic violence, is just leave. Just leave. You should just leave. Oh, I would never. That couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. And we got to change that narrative, because domestic violence, they don't come to you. They don't come through the door. You don't meet them online and they're like, roar, I beat women. That's not how it works. And then on top of that, men can also be abused, but that is silence, because men, that's another conversation. Let me finish with the women first. He doesn't come through the door like that. He's not going to scream and shout and be like, rah, 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 I abuse women. He's not doing that. He's coming at you with candy. He's coming at you with flowers. He's romantic. That's called love bombing. That's what they put the term. All the young people put a term on it. But that's how they come. It's romance first. You fall in love first. And there's little signs. Like he's like, when you come out with me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want everybody seeing my girl's good. Cover that up, girl. Like, you don't have to wear that. And you like, oh, my man love me. He don't want nobody else to see me. Let me cover up. And you start with that. And then he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that guy that you friends with. Y'all be laughing and he hiring and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, stop talking to him. And you like, he love me. He so jealous. He don't want me talking to nobody. It's cute in the beginning. But then those things, that's controlling behavior, and then it turns into something else. And domestic violence doesn't necessarily have to be violence, like physical violence. Domestic violence is emotional abuse. It is psychological abuse. It's financial abuse. And we don't pay attention to that side of the domestic violence. Everybody's focused on, I don't have a black eye. He don't black my eye. But the physical piece doesn't come right away. It starts with control. It starts with power and control. That's the dynamic that we miss with domestic violence, the power and control. So how do they obtain power? Isolation. That starts with, I don't like that friend. Stop hanging out with them. She's loose. Don't hang out with her. I don't like your mom. She's a bad influence. And next thing you know, you have no connection to anyone else but him or but her, right? Because it can also be flipped. And then more control. And then you can't, if you work, the money is even monitored. Or if you don't work, that's even worse. You don't work, so any money that you get comes from him. And it's cute in the beginning. Oh, you don't need to work, baby. I'm going to take care of you. Yeah, I'm going to take care of you, all right? And now you can't leave. Where are you going? Then when the abuse starts, when I'm talking about the physical part of the abuse starts, now you're ashamed. And you haven't spoken to your family in a while. So reaching out to them takes on a different life. Right? Like now if you reach out to them, you're embarrassed. Who wants to call their mom and say, yeah, mom, remember that guy you told me not to date? Yeah, he's hitting on me. You're not going to do that right away. And then after the violence happens, there's a cycle. He doesn't just keep hitting you. There's a cycle of abuse. The abuse happens, he comes crying, and you're like, oh my God, he's so sorry. He's crying, he buys you gifts, everything is great. We go back to the love bombing, and then it repeats. And before you know it, you're in this deep hole with this person. It's not just about just leaving. And remember the statistic I told you, that's the most violent time of a relationship, is when you're trying to leave or you become pregnant. And then if you become pregnant, now you're really trapped. You think you're really trapped because now you have a baby. So we got to be more sensitive about domestic violence. And I'm really passionate about it because I've seen the effects of domestic violence in my former work. And it's serious, and it really affects all aspects of the person's life. It really affects all aspects of their life mentally. Like they're in a prison in their mind. And that's the most powerful thing. And that's the most powerful part that you have to reverse, is that prison of the mind. So while you, who has not been in that situation for the amount of time, you're like, oh, why she don't just leave? In her head, she's like, how? Like, I can't leave. He's my world. Where am I going? and they learn how to cope in that abuse. So if you have anybody in your family, please don't advise them to just leave. And if they do leave, it's probably not in their best interest to come to your house because he know where all of y'all live. He's coming. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. Let me get to the chat. I know I probably, Lord have his mercy. Okay. I just had to get that off. Oh no, all it's showing me is Miss Muffet cartoons. Let me see if I can. Okay, this is her channel. This is her here, Miss Muffet. Let's see if we can share. Because, you know, I like her. I like her. And I would like to see her grow and win. You feel me? I love seeing us, you know what I'm saying, do our thing. How can I share this? Lord of mercy. I'm going to have to do it later. So maybe if you type in Miss Muffet at Miss Muffet 43, because that's the like tag of her channel, maybe that'll work. Okay, it's telling me I can share the channel. Maybe I'll share it. Share channel. Can I share it on my... I'm using my work computer to do this, and I don't like doing that. Let me see. Copy. Not because I'm going to get in trouble at work, because it's a Dell, and I don't know how to use Dells like that. I have an Apple. I have a iMac. Okay, so I shared it. Now let me go. Don't you guys love this when you look real dumb on live, like trying to figure something out? Ooh, I could go into my own live. Hi, Shireen. Hey, girl. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm so silly. Oh, you really tried it, didn't you? There we go. Boom. Can you guys see that? Look at the bottom. See if it popped up. Okay. Hi, Elle. How you doing? Miss Do It Yourself. She said, oh, thank you. You are just as beautiful to me. Thank you. I'm trying to say, let me see if I can say it like you. I can't. I'm not even going to try, girl. I'm going to sound crazy. Okay, you guys are saying hi to each other. Miss DIY said, it's not that easy for some. My thing is, why do they tell them they are leaving? I don't know if they tell them that they're leaving, but let's say he catches you leaving, or he comes home from work and you're supposed to be there and you're not. There's a lot of different things. I don't know if they necessarily tell them, but they can find you, especially if you don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, typically what people end up doing is going to a family member's house. He knows where all your family lives. Who did that? Somebody just dropped 19. That has to be Janae. That gotta be. Let me see. Janae! Thank you, Janae. She said, Shireen, what number am I again? I'll never get over it. Blessed day. Thank you so much, Janae. My girl. Thank you. She said, I don't even know, but God is good, and I will never forget it. You're the first person to drop 1999, that's for sure. So you number one in that area, for sure. Oslin said, OMG, that's a powerful, scary statistic. Yes, I agree. People go straight into victim blame, and mostly out of ignorance of domestic violence. True that. True that. Oslin said, I never cared for him ever since I learned he set Pac up the first time. As far as Diddy, like, I always knew, like, remember when everyone was celebrating Young Miami getting with him, and there was a picture of her that she posted on her Instagram. She's probably since taken it down, and she was like in the middle of her living room or whatever, and she had red roses all around her, and she was posed in like lingerie in the middle of all the red roses. I was like, run! That picture disturbed me on so many levels. I was like, girl, he is not who you think he is. That money and that so-called elevation of status is not worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze in that case. Hi, Elena. There's a psychological threat in DV. Yes, L. The perp. Ah, you must be a part of the perp. Yes, you in the community. You know what it is. The perp is who you least expect sometimes, and they isolate the victim. And that is the key, guys. The key in domestic violence. Yes, Queen Alchemy. Thank you. Thank you. I love it, guys. Oh, y'all making it rain on her. I love it on a rainy Friday. But that is so true, Elle. And seriously, guys, like we definitely need to talk more. And I'm going to do a live, and I'm gonna have some people come on, and we're gonna discuss this. It's a serious topic, of course, and I know that it can be triggering for some. But my goal is to hopefully help someone that may be in a situation. Behind the scenes, guys, I've done this, and God has blessed me. Like, you know, the classes I always talk about, you know, you never know who signs up. So people find me on social media and they just sign up and they come to class. And there was a few young ladies, but one in particular that was coming to class, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and I reached out to her, and she disclosed that she was going through it, and I was able to help her based on the resources that I know about. I was able to really help her. You never know who is going through. You never know who is in the midst of a domestic violence situation. And when it's a black or brown person, woman, man, but especially ladies, I told you the statistic, and that is real. It's not a joke. So don't tell nobody. So let me just say this again. If you know of somebody in your life that is involved in a domestic violence situation, do not tell them to just leave. They need to plan. They need a safety plan. They need to do it with a professional, because there are ways for them to be safe. There are ways for them to change their name. There are ways for them to take their address out of every database. There are ways to do that. But do not tell them, oh, just leave him. Oh, just leave him might end up with her 6 feet under. And that's on everything and not a joke. Miss DIY said, absolutely correct, coach. I turned that you can stay home offer down quick. You can stay home offer down real quick. Yes. If they start telling you that, like, oh, you don't gotta work. And it might, you know, in some situations it might be fine. Like you know, like it's not every situation is gonna become a domestic violence situation. That's not what I'm saying. But if you there's already signs of it, and pay attention to those signs. If he's controlling you, and he doesn't want you to do certain things, and you find yourself walking on eggshells, and he becomes angry. And then the other misconception is it happens when he's drunk, or it happens because he's drunk. No, because everybody that gets drunk don't beat on their woman. He has that trait. Okay, and they have therapy. They have a specific type of batterers therapy for batterers. They have that, but he would have to be willing to go. It's a very intensive 16-week program. It's not anger management, and that's another misconception. It's not that he can't control his anger. It's not that. He has a power and control issue. Aislinn said, wow, it's true. Awareness is powerful because it might not be obvious until it might. I know what you meant, baby. It might not be obvious. Right. So guys, please, like this, that's why I'm talking about it, because I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh my God, like imagine all these people are saying this when people are reading this and themselves might be involved with someone that's an abuser. And once you're in it, now you're in it. And now you got to figure out how you're going to get out. And you want to get out safe. She said, "Oh my gosh, she tripping. You discovered something new." What you mean? What did I say? Who knows what I said? Oh my girl. You know what? Oh babe, you see her? You see Janae? That's my girl. Queen. Let me heart that. Can't wait, but I'm messing up everything. That's what I'm talking about, Queen. I'm just going down the list, guys. My baby said, I'm in the background hunting, patiently waiting. Or waiting patiently. Sab and Tony said, this is informative. Yes, guys, you know, I do fitness. That's what I do. But I worked for over 10 years in the child welfare system. And unfortunately, and this is a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about on my in my membership. I could go into real detail or more detail over there than I will here. And that's not all, but a lot of my lives and a lot of the stuff that I'm going to do in the membership is going to be surrounding that stuff. Because YouTube, I feel like, is a place where you can really reach out to people you wouldn't have normally been able to come in contact with. And you never know who's behind that camera, who's behind the wall, or who's behind the other side of your life. You don't know what people are going through. And I worked in the field for many, many years, so I've seen Vegan Kings, my boy! Boop, boop, boop! South Passe! Thank you! Thank you! We have, you never know what people are going through. And the reason why I'm talking about this, like I said, is because of what I'm seeing now with how people are reacting to the Diddy situation. And I don't have a dog in the fight. What Diddy do don't make me, you know what I'm saying? But what's coming out of it for me is we need more awareness with domestic violence and what messaging we are sending to our young girls, because that's the other scary statistic, is that young girls, young black girls, are dying at the hands of their boyfriend through strangulation. When I went to a workshop, we talked about this, and that's another scary statistic. I can't remember the numbers on it, but that's another scary statistic. And what happens, and what is her? I can never remember people's channel names when I need to. I think it's She Baby Talks, or She Talks Baby, or She Baby. Oh, let me look her up. She just did a video about this, and she was talking about how black girls growing up were she didn't say hyper sheltered, it was overly sheltered or something like that. And just think about how girls are raised versus how boys are raised. Girls are raised, stay in the house, don't talk to no boys. Hi, Solomon! Thank you, my brother! I appreciate you. Little black girls, they're raised to stay in the house. Don't touch no boys. You can't have a boyfriend until you're 30. You know, that's how that's the messaging, right? But there also needs to be conversations with these young girls about what men are looking for, what it means to be in a relationship, what it looks like if you're being controlled, what it looks like, what red flags you should be looking for. What is love bombing? Like, we should be talking to our daughters about this stuff instead of telling them don't have sex and don't have a boyfriend, and not even having that real conversation with them. And then by the time that they're ready to date behind your back, because you told them not to, they're meeting these men that are predators, or men that are emotionally immature, or men that are abusers. And they're ending up in abusive situations. And she highlighted the relationship between Halle Bailey and DDG. Is it DGG or DD? One of them. Him, the Little Mermaid, the young black girl that played the Little Mermaid. She grew up in a household where she was sheltered. And of course, like her sister, they both could sing. They're both pretty little girls, and they were raised to be princesses. So they went out into the world thinking that everybody's going to treat them like a princess. There's predators out there. There's opportunists out there, and they're not going to treat you like a princess. And then she had a baby with someone, and now she had to get a restraining order against this boy, this young man, because he became violent with her. So we got to teach our girls how to look for these signs, and then we have to teach our boys how to truly respect women. Because on the flip side, girls are treated to stay in the house. They're locked in the attic until they turn 30. But boys are, it's okay for them to sleep with all of the girls, right? That's fine, but we're not teaching them how to respect women. We're not teaching them about boundaries. We're not teaching them about respecting the person that they're sleeping with, body and pH levels. We're not teaching boys that. We're just teaching them sow your oats and spread it all over the damn place. And that's okay, because boys are high-fived if they come home and be like, yo, I lost my virginity, Dad. He's like, yes, great, woo! But girls, it's like the end of the world. And we're not teaching them how to respect their bodies. We're just telling them not to do it, you know? And that leads to them ending up in a bad situation on both ends. Because the boys are not taught to respect women. They're not taught to respect themselves and learn how to control their sexual urges. They're told to spread it all over the place. And then on the other side, what? He said, no, they're not. Cut it out. You're right. How many guys in here, how old were y'all when you lost your virginity? We'll quell this right now. So what was your critique? So Solomon, really, I didn't think that you said anything that wasn't out of the norm for what people think. You said, and you basically said you didn't know. Like, you just didn't know. And you were talking about, like, even in a relationship, sometimes, like, you gave the example of your wife buying you sandals, and you didn't like thong sandals. But she bought you thong sandals, and you got upset with her because she bought thong sandals. But then later on, you thought about it, and you were like, well, she was thinking of me, and she bought me shoes. But you know what I thought of? When you said that what upset you was, we've been married for all this time. You know I don't like thong sandals. Why would you give me those? Why would you buy me those? You know what I mean? I thought about that, and I was like, see, if men, growing up, if men are taught to express their emotions, right? But you're not taught to express your emotions. Boys are not taught that it's okay to cry, and it's okay to talk about being sad, and it's okay to talk about being anxious. Boys are not taught that. Boys are taught to man up, put some hair in your chest, punched in the chest. If they start crying, like, stop crying, right? That's not healthy. It's not healthy, because men get sad too. Men feel depressed. Men feel anxious. And because of that, because you're not taught how to express yourself, because of that, it's only on the only acceptable way that men are taught to express themselves is how? Through anger. So when you feel upset, when you feel, I think deep down you really felt disappointed, or you felt hurt that she didn't know that you don't wear thong sandals. So instead of that, instead of being able to say, Dad, babe, like, we've been married all this time, that really hurts me that you don't know that I don't like thong sandals. Instead of saying that, because that makes you feel vulnerable, and men are taught, you can't be vulnerable. So instead of that, how do you react? Why you bought me thong sandals? Because anger is the only acceptable emotion. And you guys can disagree if you want, but I know this is true. I people watch. And this is how men express themselves, through anger. They don't talk about their feelings, because you have more than one feeling. You're not just angry. You're many things. You're a human being. And it starts from childhood. So that's what I'm saying about domestic violence. I think it comes from that. It comes from how you're cultivated, how you're raised. If you're raised to only express yourself through anger, if boys are raised that they're superior and that women should cow down to them, right? Elevated, correct. When a man talks about his feelings, he's labeled as sassy. Exactly. And that is ridiculous to me. Like, men should be able to express all of their emotions, because what happens is it becomes bottled up and then it explodes. Hey, no pause. How you doing? I didn't express anger. I expressed frustration. Yes, I'm not. Okay, so you were frustrated, but the way that it comes out is anger. Does that make sense? Hi, Danielle. So that's another. Okay, so anger is a cousin. Anger and frustration are cousins. Because normally when we're frustrated, how does that present? How does it present when you're frustrated? Like, what does your face look like? What is the tone in your voice when you're frustrated? It's a cousin of anger. So it might not have been, roar! Why did you do that? I hope you understand what I'm saying. What about the psychological? What you mean? You know what? You know what, Solomon? I know you go live. When do you go live? Maybe we should do like I'm gonna hop on your live. I don't know if you talk about stuff like this during your live. You might just keep it fun. But I know you go. Do you go live Saturdays? Is it Saturday night or tonight? I can't remember. Did I say hi, Danielle? Hi, Danielle. Is what my coworker told me. Yes, yes. Your coworker is right. It is psychological, and that's the hardest part to correct, because the psychological comes from you always chasing how the relationship started. The relationship starts with this beautiful experience, like the love bombing, and you guys going out on dates, and him, gently telling you, don't wear that. I don't like when you wear that. I want you to wear stuff that covers it up. That's all for me. And you're like, oh my God. You miss that, right? So you're always chasing that, the beginning stages of the relationship, psychological. Hi, Sav and Tony. Oh my God, you guys are making it rain up in here, and I gotta go soon. Work be hating on us, right? We want to stay live. I have about another, how long do I have? I have another 5 minutes. So let's make it count. So, has everybody liked the live? If you have not liked the live, guys, please hit like. What do you guys think? Like, do you agree with what I'm saying? Or am I just talking out the side of my... I know what I'm talking about. But you might not agree, and that's fine. It's okay to not agree. I got hot all of a sudden. You know what that means? Woo! You're welcome to join and talk. Okay, Solomon. I think that it'll be better if we could like talk like person, like, with both of us talking, instead of you typing and me talking, because you might be saying it in a different way and I'm not picking up. So it probably would be better to do that. Because I think that you're open to hearing like another perspective, and also what you were saying, you were taking ownership that you didn't understand. And that's different than not. You know what I'm saying? Miss DIY said, or it starts with the red flags that you ignore, thinking they will change. Ho! Or that you can change them if you love them enough. But they got to love themselves enough to go and get help. Like, if someone is truly a batterer or abuser, they need therapy. They need to go to, and not anger management. And that's what they do with the courts. Like, courts oftentimes send a domestic violence abuser to anger management. And that's not addressing the power and control dynamic. Those are two different things. So that's something to think about. Because they'll say, oh, you should just go to anger management. Anger management. And, oh, I got a certificate. Doesn't matter. That's not what you need. You need that 16-week intensive Batterus program, because what it does is it holds you accountable for your actions and your behavior and your thought processes surrounding relationships. And that's deeper than anger management. Okay? Because anger management you could do online. Batterers Intervention is an in-person 16-week program where you're sitting with other people, other men typically, that have abused their spouse or their person as well. Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness me! Danielle! Thank you, Danielle! Oh my god! I just got so excited I dropped my thing. Oh my god, thank you so much. You guys are dope. I think I just hit the threshold, guys. I think I just hit the threshold. You know, when you're monetized, you have to hit $100 within a certain amount of time in order to get your money. In order to get paid by YouTube, you have to hit $100. Did you know that? Babe, you spelling her name wrong. You calling her Daniel. That's Danielle. You gotta put another L and an E on there. She gave tithes. Amen. I love it. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm not gonna cry on here, so don't even. But you do get. I don't know what it is about the camera being on you and you talking about things. It makes you emotional. It really does. As you know, I just thought about the first time when I said I was gonna start a YouTube channel. I was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I think I could do YouTube. Huh. Little did I know of the journey I was about to go on. But it's a very rewarding journey. It's a rewarding journey. And it definitely speaks to not giving up on yourself. Solomon said, I didn't know about Batterer's treatment. I felt victimized twice when the courts put the blame on me when I was the victim. And that's the other piece that I wanted to touch on. Dang. Wait, That's the other piece I wanted to touch on, is that it's not always the woman that's the victim. There are many men. Hey, we're not going to do that again. There are many men that are the victim, that have been abused. But what happens when it's the man is either he keeps it very hush-hush because, again, men are weak if they express emotions other than anger, right? Or frustration. Woo! Miss DIY in the place to be. You guys are making it rain up in here. Woo! Wee! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But that's the thing, like, men, like, imagine a man going to the police and saying, my woman is beating me. Or my woman put her hands on me. They laugh. People will laugh at them. And so they're not going to report it. So I believe that the statistics on it are skewed because of that. Like, men are just not going to report unless it gets to a level where the police have to become involved. Like, they're not telling nobody that they woman putting their hand. Like, who does that? And then when you go to court, by the time it gets to court, it's a situation where you couldn't take it anymore, and you might have either held her down or done something, and now you're the abuser. It's ridiculous. Wait until you hear my story. You'll be shocked. So, Solomon, I might not be shocked because I told you I worked in the field and I've seen a lot of things. I've seen some really interesting cases. But I definitely will empathize. So if I'm not like, oh my God, don't take it personally, because I've heard a lot of things So my reaction to things, sometimes people are like, hello. But I think that I've been kind of desensitized because of the level of things that I've seen. I spoke about this in my video. I stood at the bedside of a woman who was beaten to a bloody pulp by her man. She had broken ribs. Her face was like super swollen. She was in horrible shape. And I was there because I had to interview her because the incident occurred with her son in the house. She was beaten to inches. She almost died. Have you encountered the poisoning of my child? I haven't encountered the poisoning of my child, but I have encountered a case where a child, it was alleged, I'll say that here, it was alleged for a child that a child was being poisoned. Yes. I've seen a lot. But that doesn't mean that what happened to you is invalid. Yes, yes. And the person was doing it with cleaning. It's not funny, but the person was doing it with cleaning products. And it was really like once we got down to the situation, it was a mental health thing because they were schizophrenic and it was undiagnosed. But yes, I have. Yeah, but we're gonna talk more about that. We'll talk more about it. I'm definitely interested to hear the story. Do you want to schedule something, or do you want me to just come on whenever I can? Let me know, brother. Because that would be cool. That would be a cool Saturday night live. I'm not doing nothing. But I got to get off at a... Pause. I got to get off at a decent time because Sunday morning I have a class, a workout class. So I could be on there for maybe an hour, maybe two. Then mama got to go. Because mama got to go to sleep so I can wake up and yell at everybody. I don't mean like I hope that you guys aren't like, oh my God, this is so heavy. It's important to talk about stuff like this. And it's important to have conversations. Anyone with teenage daughters and sons, it's important to start talking to them about appropriateness in romantic relationships. You got to put your big woman panties on or your men drawers on, whatever, and have these conversations with your children so that they don't end up in situations like this and they're not telling you about it. Have these conversations with them because they're going to start having relationships. They're going to start getting involved with people. And you want to make sure that they're entering into relationships in a healthy way and not an abusive way. And also that they don't become victims of predators. These older men that like to lurk around the playground. You understand? And they'll be like, oh, she 18. You're 35, sir. What in God's name do you want with an 18-year-old? Huh? Stash mother fat what? What? Let me start over. Stash mother. I did it again. Oh my gosh. Hi, Stash. What's up, Stash? You doing your live tonight? Stash, are you doing your live tonight, guys? If you're not connected with Stash Cash, please connect because he goes live. I believe it's Friday night. It is Friday night, right? Is it Friday night? Oh, you're doing it tomorrow. What time tomorrow? Hi, King Grayson. Welcome to the live. Have I seen you here before? Oh, you're doing it at 8. Okay, cool. So, guys, we could run over there at 8 o'clock tomorrow on Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow. He said there was even attempts with a contract killer. It was a roller coaster ride. Woo! I hope to see you there at 8. At 8? But Stash is going live at 8. We could do 9 o'clock. I gotta be in Stash's live. At least for an hour. We could do 9, that's fine. How you feeling this wonderful afternoon? I'm feeling amazing. I have to leave though in a little bit because I had to get back to work. Yes, 9 o'clock is great. Because that way I could at least be in Stash live for now. And start on time, Stash, because I got things to do. Hi, the real Fee Nicole. What's going on, baby girl? How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday and all that. Yes, Stash, start on time. And make sure all your devices are working and all of this. Because I'm going to be on Solomon's live at 9 o'clock. And we're going to be talking about some stuff. I need to know the story. Yes. Ooh, it's Friday, guys. I cannot believe this week went by fast. And can you believe next weekend? Did I say hi to Faith? Hi, Faith. My girl, Faith. Hey, Stash, start on time and do a tech check. Yes. Because, no, for real, Stash, you got something good going on. I really like your lives. I find them to be entertaining. And you know how I feel about you exploring your talent and stop playing around. Stop hiding it. Like, let it out. And I know you're an Aquarius. That's how we do. You don't want to be, you want to be on Front Street, but you don't want to be on Front Street. I feel you. But, like, come on. Let them know. Stash said, Faith, you know what? Let me start working on it now. Yes. Yes. Like, I know how like Aquarians, we weird like that. Like, we be having all these talents, but we don't want to be like, look at me. But then at the same time, we want people to look, but we don't want to be the one to be like, look at me. But when you're on YouTube, honey, you better let it be known because you got to let it be known. Stash, you finished editing that 3-hour vlog yet? Nope. You know he didn't. Look, nope. Get to it, man. Do a little bit every day. Come on. I want to see. Like, your vlog was really good. That's what I be talking about. What you waiting on? The Met happened a while ago. Hurry up before people stop caring and don't click. Like, come on. Get it out. Danielle says, Stash, I have to get past your channel. I have to get past your channel. I have been MIA, but I am going to scroll over there. Yes, scroll. Yes, I really enjoy Stash's lives. I appreciate that. Like it's and I see you kind of pivoted a little bit. I mean, you're still doing podcasts, but now you've included a co-host, and I think he's the perfect co-host for you because he knows you for real in real life. So that's good. And I hope you guys go far. So keep doing it. Like, don't stop just to say, oh, the numbers aren't there. Like, y'all be getting on my nerves with that. Stop looking at them damn numbers and focus on the content. Yeah, I was talking like you, Faith. Scroll and pause. Oh my, I'm sorry, Fee. Oh no. I'm like, wait. You know what's so funny? You should be good now. You know what's so funny? They were saying like, oh, people shouldn't be having all these blue wrenches in the chat. I'm like, boop. Well, don't close your eyes when you're in my chat then. I don't know what to tell you. Because we over here trying to connect, and that's the best way and easiest way to do it. So, boop. Standard mod, right? Yes. I always do standard mod. I never do managing mod. Hi, a positive lifestyle. Happy Friday. Welcome to the live. All right, guys, like I'm going to give you guys another 10 minutes. Then I really got to go for real because I have a meeting at 3. But it's Friday, so it's pretty quiet at work right now. And I had a project that I had to do, but I've done that already. So I just have my email open in case anybody has any questions. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me just double check while I was in lunch if anybody sent anything. Okay. All right, so I checked Studio Daily a few times. For real. You better. Thank you, because Managing Moms can't comment on shorts. Hi, APL. For real, Studio lets me know if my content is getting pushed and more accurate idea of my watch hours daily. No, but honestly, like I watch, so let me explain what I mean. I do check my Studio Daily, maybe a few times a day. For that reason, like I like to monitor how my video that I posted is doing, and I also I respond to comments through Studio. And of course you look at your watch hours daily, and that's fine. Like it's good. I'm not saying do not look at the numbers at all. That's not kind of what I mean. I mean that, but I don't. What I mean is obsessing over the numbers. Focus more on developing your content and what your message is. And developing your content may not necessarily be just like the look of it, because there's content creators that I watch, or even myself, like my quality of my videos is good enough. Like it's not completely unwatchable, but it could be more crisp, it could be cleaner, all of that. But the what I'm saying, there's meat there. It's not just aesthetics, because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen people that have like beautifully edited videos, but then when they sit down to just talk, you fast forward that part. They ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? So I focus on your content. What are you saying? What is the message that you're putting out? So for you, Stash, like, and this is just my opinion. I've got to say that all the time, because I think sometimes, like, if we say our opinion, people think that we think we know it all. And this is just my opinion. Like, I'm just talking to Stash, and just from based on me as a viewer. This is what I would appreciate too. I like when people tell me, like, oh, while I'm watching it, this is what I thought. And what if you did this? Or I think you should do that. Because you're just kind of talking, like, as a viewer. So when I watch your content, like the lives, Stash, I think that you have something really good going there. And when I say don't watch the numbers, don't be so concerned about like how many views or whatever right now. Just focus on like developing a really good show, because you got something. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I mean. And that's the same thing I'm saying, like, to anyone, like content creators in general. Now, if you're noticing that you get a lot of clicks on your video, but people aren't watching all the way through, or they're not watching like a significant amount of your video, then you have to start thinking about ways that you can engage your audience. And are you talking about topics that make sense? Are you giving them news that they can use? Are you giving them something? Are you doing something that they can use? Because there's a lot of channels that you see like a lot of views and you think that they're monetized, but they're not, because they're not getting the watch hours. People are clicking on, but then they're clicking off. You want people to click on and stay on. I don't know if you guys remember, a while back I had asked, would you rather get a lot of views or would you rather get watch hours? It was a trick question. The answer is you want watch hours. So when you go onto a channel and they have like a lot of subs, but they're not monetized, or when they talk about their monetization, they're like, I don't get paid much from YouTube. That's because the numbers are high because people are clicking on videos, but they're not watching. So they're not really engaging an audience. I think that's more important than anything. Danielle said, I am fasting from the studio app. I have to protect my peace, and it helps me focus more on the produce and less on the numbers. Yes. Oh, product. Yes. And less on the numbers. Exactly. Stash said, I love that, and I always take your advice into consideration. I definitely trust your judgment. Thank you, Stash. And I'm saying it just just genuinely, and I mean, let me know if I'm saying too much, or you like, oh gosh, shut the hell up, I'm gonna do what I want, then Ah. Faith said, I appreciate the kind feedback on my editing, but I'm open to feedback too. My videos are not perfect. Let's see. I like your videos, Faith. I like when you go shopping and you like explain your like what you're buying and why you buy it. The editing is great. You said you don't really go out. That's the only thing I would say is like maybe go out places more. But then I'm like, why force it if that's not really what you do? I would have to. Why? I don't know. I would have to like watch with a critiquing eye, I guess. I don't really have like I think that what you're doing is great. Like I think the way that you present your life and the edits you do and you talk about like different things, maybe sharing more of your personal story eventually. But child, your videos are like thank you, Stas. Like your video is perfect. There's nothing wrong there. Child. Ebony Ebo in the building. What's good? Happy Friday. The other day, Ebony, I was talking about you. I was talking about your your bathroom chat you had, and you were talking about friendships. And it's so funny, like that week when you were talking about that, I was talking about that a lot too. And I was like, there must be something in the air. Because we all talking about damn friends, these people out here. Yeah, we talking about these people out here. And sometimes like during your YouTube journey, like you make connections with people and then you find out that they really aren't cheering for you. You find that out later. And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good if people don't respect your gangster. Just keep it going. So that's kind of what we were talking about. We were talking about like your content and how important it is to focus on that and not focus so much on the numbers and not focus so much on numbers. And you know what I'm saying? Like focus on your content because like YouTube is truly a journey. Like this thing that we're on, this YouTube thing, if you want to do it for real, like it's not just getting to 1,000 subs and getting to 4,000 watch hours. You have to think long term. Like, if I'm gonna keep this thing going, what am I like? How am I gonna evolve? How am I going to like evolve my content, evolve what I'm talking about, evolve myself? Like, you got to think long term, not just tomorrow, not just for tomorrow. Miss Do It Yourself said, I am open to what? You're open to what? Faith said, y'all are wild. We are wild. But no, Faith, seriously, like, I love your videos. What do you want me to say? Let me put on a hater hat. I literally can't think of anything. I like the vibe of your video. I think you have a specific vibe. It's grown. Didn't I talk about you one? I think I did. You have a certain vibe. You're a woman of a certain age. You don't play that. You don't play about your hygiene. You don't eat meat. Am I right? Yeah. And you show that in your videos. The only thing I would say maybe you could do, like I said, is sharing like little tidbits if you want, if you feel comfortable. More about like your personal story, but that's something you can evolve into. You don't even have to do that right now. Just keep doing what you're doing right now. Ciao, girl. Bye. So Faith said, Ebony, I'm editing video now. When we had our one-on-one and started the new channel. Oh, I'm editing the video now when we had our one-on-one and I started the new channel. Oh, that's dope. I can't wait to see. Hey, Explorer Dora's in the building. Everybody say hi. She's from Australia. Good day, mate. But right now, are you still on vacation, Explorer Dora? She was on vacation and dang. Put where you're going, where you are. She's like on like a remote island somewhere having a ball. I can't wait to see it either, Faith, because that's like the beginning. That's like the start of your new channel. I can't wait to see that. Stash said, if you don't have no haters, that means you ain't doing something right for real. Right. We all got haters. Sometimes you just don't know it. Hello, somebody. Sometimes the hater is right in your face and you just don't know. Cause you over here focused on this and the hater back there like, I hope she fail. I hope she fail. Shoot, Danielle, I'm pretty sure you got haters too. Listen, people are just, some people, you know what it is? This is the way I process when people become like jealous or something. This is how I process it. You're a mirror for them. They're not going to admit it, but you're a mirror. They see something in you that they wish they had for themselves. And for whatever reason, they don't think that they can do that, and you're doing it. So how dare you do that? How dare you? And it boils up. It's like they can't even help it. It just start boiling and come from their toes, and it start boiling up all the way up until it explodes, and then it shows itself. So you just have to be mindful. Like when you win, when you have a win, no matter how big or small it is, if the people that are closest to you, amen, if they don't celebrate you, or they like, that little thing you did, or that they make these little slide, pay attention. Open your ears up. Open your ears and your eyeballs. Pay attention. Because the hater that's in the distance, they can stay over there. They can hate because they're still going to watch. Amen. They'll probably be the first person to watch. What's she doing today? Yeah, you can, what's she doing today? And they'll dislike your video and all of that. Go ahead, dislike it, because that is what? Engagement. So you can, that's fine. I'm talking about the hater that lives in your house. I'm talking about the hater that you sharing your business with. That's who you need to pay attention to. Oh, Paul. Hey, Paul. Guys, if you want to travel, listen, Paul is I call him the cruise king. My boy goes on cruises, okay, with a full-time job. He's like, what? Full-time job? What? I'm going on a cruise. So tap in with him. Ebony said, people can be so weird. What? So weird. But I think it's because, like I said, you are a mirror. And they wish that they could do what you're doing. And instead of being like, damn, girl, you killing it. How did you do that? Instead of them saying that, because that hurts their pride too much, they hate. And they can't help it. They can't help it. So I tell them to stay over there with that. Okay? Ebony, let me scroll down. Hey, Contagious! Ooh, Lord. I don't want that. Go away. I said go away. Oh. So Faye said, I sure will start to share more over time. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably the only thing. Oh, Samoa. Am I saying it right? Samoa. I think so. I think that's how you say it in your video. But you have that twang in your accent that I love. So you say it more. You say it a little bit more ethnic than I do. Want to put me on your show? You Want to put me on the show your Ocean. I can't do that on this. I'm on like the regular thing. I would, so you can show us, but I can't bring you up. I would have had to start the live with the option to share. I mean, to have two people on at the same time. But you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start doing that in case somebody does want to come up while we're on live. But thank you. Elevator said, talk your East Coast. Who knows what I was saying? I just be going, child. The Miss DIY said, some people are miserable for real. Hi, ex Jerry. Happy birthday. Danielle said, amen, coach. They need a strong hug. You talking good again. They do. Thanks for the shout out. Of course. Bougie. You always give such a good word. Thank you so much, Bougie. How you doing? I hope all is well. I was thinking about you. I hope all is well. I know it gets tough sometimes. But please know you're going to be okay. Okay? Faith said, happy birthday, Jerry. Sheesh. Exploradora said, oh yeah, yeah, I've not worked that out with lives. Yes, you have to do it prior to coming on live. Then you can let somebody come on. Because on Sunday, the lives that I do on Sunday, I do that on StreamYard. So that's a little different. Bougie said, hey Faith, I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Yes, coach, I'm hanging on. Hey, Miss V. Yay, I made it to the end of the chat. Yay. All right, guys, I really got to go. I really, really appreciate you guys. Like, we had a great time. We started by talking about some heavy stuff. I'm saying a great time, but we were talking about heavy topics, right? But you know what? Sometimes it's good to talk about things that we don't always talk about because we spend a lot of time like pushing things down and not talking about things and pretending everything is okay and pretending that nothing bothers us. And things do bother you. Yeah, I'm done. I've been on here since 1:15. And I have a meeting in a few minutes and I want to set myself up for the meeting. So I gotta go, guys. But I'll be live again tomorrow. I don't know what time. It'll probably be around 2 o'clock. Right, before we all leave, can we all drop Are You Locked In the chat? That'll be amazing. I appreciate you guys. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, please check out my videos. Check out my long form videos. I am open to constructive criticism. If you don't like the videos, tell me why you don't like it. And then maybe I can do something to change it. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just not the content for you. But I would appreciate it if you showed the content some love and let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Is anyone else going live that wants to promote their live before we end? Is anybody going live today that wants to promote their live? Or if you have a scheduled live, you can also promote that. I'll give you guys about 2 minutes to do that. So guys, PM Travels. Why am I calling you PM Travels? Lord Jesus. It says Travels with PMB goes live on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, please, if you're not locked in with Travels with PMB, please lock in. Fee goes live on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Ooh! And she has an interview with Stash Cash. That's going to be dope. Yes! So guys, please lock in with each other. Yes, connect, guys. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to do that. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds, a few minutes to do that. To connect with each other before we log off for the evening. I really had a good time, guys. I appreciate you. Yay! Yeah. So, guys, if you connect with each other, like Faith said, make sure you're engaging in each other's content. Check each other's content out, and comment and stay connected, guys. Like, let's help each other and let's support each other. And everybody has something to offer. Like I love the fact that I have a great community of of talent. So it's really nice. It's really nice to see. And I encourage you, like, if you're a content creator and you don't go live, start going live. Start going live. In the beginning, it might be like a little scary, and you're like, ooh, but this is the way that you really connect with your, Vibes Queen, my girl. I was just logging off. I was just about to log off. But guys, if you're before, that's good. I'm glad that you stopped in. So another person to connect with, guys. Look, all the people are coming. Come in. So guys, please connect with Vibes Queen. Oh, Jay. Hi, Jay. So guys, please connect with Vibes Queen. And if you're not connected with Kiss from Jay, connect with Kiss from Jay. So Vibes Queen, she has amazing content too. She does game nights, and she also she has 2 channels. So right now you're on your what channel you on, Vibes? That's not the game channel, but if you go onto her channel, she has the link for the other channel as well. So connect with her. She has amazing content. You see the name, right? Vibes Queen. Exactly. She's a vibe all the time. So connect, guys. You got 2 minutes. It's okay. Yeah, I've been on here for like an hour and a half, child. We had a great chat. So if you have a chance, if if you want, you can check out the replay. We had a great chat. But you guys, I really enjoyed it today. I really had a good time. And you know what? When I come live during the week, I don't have a topic. I just kind of go off the top of my head and just talk about whatever is on my heart. Of course, Vibes. Like I love your vibe. And you Jamaican, child. And you was talk about all that good food you cook. So now you owe me. You owe me a plate. I need a plate. Let me tell you what I want. All right. I need some ackee and saltfish, some fried dumpling, some breadfruit, some boiled banana. What else? And some steamed fish. And then that's breakfast, right? And then this fish would be like for my snack. And then for dinner, I want some curry goat, oxtail, rice and peas, and some steamed cabbage, and some plantain. Can you do that for me? I'm out of order, right? Listen, Jamaican food is the best food in the whole wide world. Like, oh my God, I'm like a good plate of oxtail. No. I think my favorite Jamaican food, she greedy. My favorite food is curry chicken. Like, if somebody can make good curry chicken with white rice, that's my favorite meal. Like, that's my absolute favorite meal. But my sister loves oxtail. That's her favorite. Most people love oxtail. I like oxtail too. I'll eat it. But my favorite is curry chicken. I love curry goat too. Look, making my mouth water. Especially since I can't eat none of it right now. Right now I'm eating salmon and flipping boiled and chicken. Ooh, Miss Do It Yourself. If you have oxtail, it's gonna change your life. Randy! Curry chicken back. Chicken foot. Chicken neck. Chicken. Sorry. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way. Money me, I look at me, I make. Yes, curry chicken back. What you eat yours with, Randy? I like curry chicken back with provision. Listen, Jamaican food is the best. When I go to Jamaica, that's what I do. I eat. I get patties and I eat them and eat them and eat them. I eat and eat and eat. You understand? Oh, I'm just be like so happy. Like all that fresh food and the deliciousness. All right, guys. Now we're talking about food. I'm not gonna want to leave, but I have to. I thank you. Ah, nothing that way. Yes, Jamaican. Listen, that's like. I really want to go back, babe. Yeah, that's see what I'm talking about with provision. Come on. Oh, and I love mackerel. You like mackerel? Mmm. My mouth is watering. Ooh, child. All right. Okay, I have to go for real. I have a meeting soon, guys. So thank you again. I really enjoyed this. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably be on around 2ish, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'll let you know for sure. I'll schedule it beforehand, so please make sure your notification bells are on. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Jay, I'll see you at 7. Bye, y'all.